Hey Donna, what's going on?
What's happening? Mm.
6-1, that's what's happening.
Yes.
Or
Oh
was
my
it five and
gosh.
one,
It's
6 game road trip?
yes, and could have been 6-0.
We're in that game to the last second.
I know it. I know it. And Maxi Kleber clipped Luka on the screen, messed up that play. But hey,
He was in there for the screen.
he was he was in the screen and couldn't get that right. But hey, he had just come back from injury and oh my God, he messed up the screen. But anyway, 5-1, I'll take it all day long.
Toughest road trip of the season for us. Best
Yep.
stretch of games, period, in
Yep.
the past 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Just
Fantastic.
we're starting to see a winning culture, and we're starting to see um, really great team chemistry.
Yep. It's great.
So,
Been they're fun to watch again. I remember saying at the beginning of the season, God, this team is fun to watch. And then it became like they just weren't fun to watch anymore.
yeah, there was a lot of complaining, and
Yeah.
now they're balling,
Yeah.
complaining and balling.
Yeah, for sure.
um, so, welcome, Laker fans, to the Purple Blood Lakers podcast by Laker fans for Laker fans, featuring the wonderful, inimitable Donna, who is always right. Now, let me tell you how right Donna is. Early this season, we realized we needed another starter. I wanted to stick with Rui. I keep waiting for Rui's game to blow up, and it's never going to happen.
Nope.
I thought I was violent in my opposition to Marcus Smart as a starter on the Lakers squad. I felt like I just don't want that. My image of Marcus was um, playing really hard in Boston, but being the guy late in the game that made the wrong play. You know,
Hmm.
but he has been a godsend for this team. Donna was absolutely right,
Yeah.
as always. This guy makes plays. I don't care about shooting. I don't care even about whether I mean, his passing has been spectacular, especially at the end of games.
Right.
His decision making and passing has been spectacular. But throughout the game, um, Marcus makes plays. And starting him, I think, is the catalyst that got that win streak to happen. I think there was another key piece though that I don't think gets talked about enough. I don't know if it was the first game of the trip or it might have been the last game before the trip. I think it was the first game of the trip, or maybe the
Okay.
second. Bron got on the floor for a loose ball.
Well, that was before the trip.
Okay, to me, that's when this Laker team got going. I remember when Michael Jordan got on the floor when he was the owner of the Wizards and he put the uniform on and he started playing with them. This was when Kwame Brown was there and these kinds of people. And it made no difference because they were these kinds of people.
Yeah.
And he tried to give the example that Brown gave. I'm an old dude, but I'm out here sacrificing my body, and it meant nothing to them. They didn't know
Right.
what it meant. They weren't those kinds of players. But this is different because it's Brown number one. Number two, he's still kind of like he's extended his prime. He's in prime minus,
Yeah.
whereas Michael was already gone. He was done.
Right. He was done.
Um, and it's on a team that needed to know the difference between being a good team and having a chance to be a great team.
Hmm.
He just demonstrated that. And I just see the whole team now. Nobody passes up a chance to jump and get a ball,
Yep.
except for Rui. Rui does not have that in him. I've
Mm-mm.
been watching Rui. Rui is a fun player to watch. He's that shot is so beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's all he's got.
Yep.
Get you a few rebounds a game, you know what I mean? Some of them he
Hmm.
might even get you a big rebound in the game.
Yep.
But he's just as likely to stand there and watch a rebound bounce out of bounds.
Right.
I
Oh,
don't know why he can't. I don't know why you could sit on the bench and watch Vando play and come in and be a statue.
I just
I don't
don't
understand
understand
it.
it. Mm-mm.
So either he can't absorb the coach's feedback. If they tell him, I don't want you moving around too much, he just stands in one spot.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what's going on with Rui, but it's not basketball.
No.
And so hell no, 20 million. Hell no.
No.
He
No.
could just walk away. We should have signed and traded him. Nothing was in the
Yeah.
offing. That's cool. But we need that money this year.
Yeah. We need that money because he's just not going to be that guy.
It's not gonna happen. Fun guy, happy guy, great locker room, probably. But we don't need that at that position, at that pay rate. At
No.
that pay rate, we need an extremely productive wing that can defend and that can hit that three. I don't have to be Rui's 45%. I'll take 40%. That's my number. I'll take 40.
Hmm.
So anyway, I want to give you your credit for Marcus. That was a good
Appreciate it.
call. That was a good call. So what do you see on this team in terms of chemistry? What do you see specifically that gives you that impression?
I just think, and I think LeBron already knew, but I'm going to give JJ credit as well to go to LeBron and say, hey, this is what we need from you. But I think when LeBron was sitting on that bench, he's such a smart basketball mind that I think he understood that these are the pieces I need to fill in. But anyway, with JJ having to talk with him and them having a conversation and him doing what he's doing, I think it just helped everybody to fall in line.
That's the other piece. I wrote that down.
Yeah,
Bron's role
just
as a catalyst for this streak. I agree.
yeah. And his mentality. It's one thing to say it, but to get out there and show it and do it consistently, because people keep saying he can't do it, he's going to revert back and all this kind of stuff. But LeBron has played so many roles in his career that I don't understand why people think he can't play different roles because life is easier for him now. And he's still getting 20 points a game or 23 or 30 when we need it. But, he's running on the break. He's dunking on everybody at 41 years old.
He's the
And
first man out on the break, and so I
yes,
think that was a great adjustment from
yes,
expecting
perfect.
Bron to defend big players under the basket and not get blown by no back doors. Leave him out there on the perimeter so he can run.
Yep,
It's great.
it's great. And he's dunking on anybody he can find, and he's dunking with authority on them too, and looking at them. And I
Yep.
think another person with the DeAndre Ayton, I know we talked about it and said that
Second
we
thing on
didn't
my
feel
list.
like they were using him enough, but for him to realize and understand that even though he has that in his game, that's not what this team needed. This team needs X from him. And for him to make that change, to say, hey, I can get down low. I'm not Clint Capella, all those things he was saying, but for him to realize and say, this team doesn't need that. They need this. For him to go out and do it, I think has turned everything around for them as well.
If I were JJ, I would have the whole coaching staff and the players call him Clint the day after that comment. Just don't say nothing to him. Just, hey, Clint, what's up?
Right.
All day in practice. Throw the ball to Clint. I got Clint.
And he seems to be getting more, he's more involved. And I guess when you play defense and you're more active, stuff is going to come to you naturally. But I think they look for him as well. And I think him making that statement, or I don't know if he told the team or if they had conversation about it, but him making that switch, I think helped the team too. Because when you have somebody that says, I'm not Clint Capella, basically saying, give me the ball, sometimes that doesn't go over so well when you got
Right,
three other people that
right,
are superstars, basically.
right.
Um, and I think maybe he realized that it's coming to the end of the season. In LA, folks talk. So people were saying, oh, he's not the right center. Oh, they got to go out and get somebody else. And, he's on this 1+1 kind of deal. And so maybe he started thinking about that too. Like, I like it here in LA. I want to be on this team in the future. But folks are talking about, I may not be here. I may not be the right guy. This may be my last chance. All those things maybe came
It's
into play.
it's certainly his last chance to play on a winner. No winning team
Yes.
will ever pick up Aiden
No.
after this,
No.
unless he stays in the frame of mind that he's in right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, uh, sometimes you wonder, should they have given him a player option, for such a low salary, blah 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 blah. That's a brilliant contract. If he opts in, he's extremely tradable.
That's right. $8
What
million.
team
dollars.
doesn't want Aiton on an $8 million contract?
That's right. But I want to keep him in LA. I just
I'm,
think he's,
I'm just saying to Palinka's point, he gives us optionality.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to pay Marcus Smart more. You know that. He's going to come out of that player option
I
because he
wouldn't pay
had the
Marcus
player
Smart
option
just
too.
I wouldn't pay him just on injuries. Love the game, but
But
this is
he's,
this is this is
but
his
I think
Rondo
he's,
year. Rondo's last great year was with the Lakers.
but I think he's worth more than 5 million, which is what he's making now.
6, not a penny more.
I think he's just important as Aiden. 8 million ain't gonna kill us.
It will kill us if we don't get that dude. I ain't spending a dime until we get that dude. Whatever's left after we get that dude, spread it around. I don't care who gets it.
We're supposed to have 40 million, 42 million or something.
I don't care how we get it. I don't care. I would love to have LeBron back the way he's playing. He deserves to come back. He knows his team knows he can't come
He
in
knows.
2 million.
Yeah, he ain't
So
stupid.
so if he comes back at a reasonable price, all the rest of that money, I care about one thing and one thing only. That's that dude. We've been talking about him all year. You know his
I
first
know.
name. You know how
I
tall he
don't know
is. You
what
know
he
his
is.
length.
Yep.
Huh?
Is he available? Is he going to be available this summer?
I'm just saying, until I know for a fact that he's
No.
not, I ain't giving nobody nothing.
Okay. I got you. You ain't giving Bron 30?
30 for Brian?
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. There goes my cap. I'm,
25?
I'm done.
25?
No. Brian got to come in at 15.
Oh, he ain't taking that. You can forget that. I wouldn't take that either, personally. He ain't taking that. No.
See ya. Love what you did this year more than any other time you were here, including 2020. This year, I love what Brian is doing for the team. But hell no. I'm not going to tie up another year hoping against hope
Yeah.
that Bron's injuries and time spent talking to the ref and time spent just not able to, mm-mm, mm-mm. I only want Bron on an extreme discount where we're
Well, that's
it's,
an extreme discount. 25. That's more than 50% of what he's making
it's
now.
once you get below basically 40, it's ridiculous. It's LeBron James. So if we're gonna be ridiculous, let's go ahead and be ridiculous enough to help the team.
That's why I say 25.
Who am I gonna get for what's left? You telling me I got 17 million left to get my long wing?
The only way I don't sign him is if I find that guy, because I'm letting go of Rui, right? At
Yeah,
20 million.
yeah.
And he can score. If you put him in a position to get the ball and play 35 minutes a game, I think he can give you points and whatever, right? So we're getting rid of both of them, let's say. And what we have left, you better go give me another almost star beside Austin and Luka because we'll be back in the same position and not be that good of a team. I don't care what nobody says. We can say Austin and Luka are the future, but they're not the future without at least another guy that's almost a star in that role. We can't
We were
win in
saying the
the
same
West.
thing. You were saying the same thing, but we do agree that three on ball guys is only working because chemistry and I don't know, JJ might be smarter than I thought. It's crazy that it's working so well, but it's not meant to work, right? And so getting down to two handlers is good for the team.
Right.
Converting one of those three handlers into I'll do everything to keep I'll be the glue that keeps this whole offense and defense going.
Got
Uh,
you.
that's balance. That's team construction. That's those are the things that we haven't had a chance to talk about as a team because we've always been flipping from one emergency to the next.
I got you.
And
But we
so
just ready
now
to
we're
take a
making a
step back.
team.
But
Huh?
we ready to take a step back, right?
No, that's why I say it's got to be that dude.
But
It's
what if
got to
we
be
can't
that dude.
find
It
that?
can't be somebody. It can't be a dude Theroux. It's got to be
Right.
somebody that's already that dude. Prove it.
Maybe if what if we can't find that dude next year? What if
Then you got to
we
bring back Bron. Bron is that dude. Bron is actually
That's what I'm
six
saying.
eight, probably about a 7 foot wingspan, He
Hmm.
just happens to be 41 years old.
I
But
know. That's what
but
I'm
because
saying.
his skill level is so high, he's
Right,
a good substitute for that dude.
right. Because he allows, to me, LeBron in there allows Austin Reeves to be who he is. Because
I
when you
think that
have two
they work well
stars,
together. They complement each other.
yes, and they understand each other, they look
Yep.
for each other, but you can't not double team Bron. You know what I mean? And so it to me, it allows Austin to do what he does. It allows Luka to do what he does. When you go down to two stars, you can always take one out of the game.
Yep.
You can take Austin out of the game if there's no one else, if there's just a bunch of role players that you can leave alone, they're not that guy. Then you just take Austin out of the game, and then Luka has to go for 50. It'd be the old LeBron with a bunch of guys.
Yep.
That's why it's key. If we're going to let him go, let Rui go, we've got to get somebody in there that can score 20 a night, can play. I mean, there's going to be a big gap if you let both of those go, right? We'll be back to two guys. Austin Reeves, oh, let's take Austin out the game. Let's make Luka get 60 every night. Let's make him work like a dog every game. And that's not going to work. We got to find that guy. I agree. I'm ready to find that guy. But if we don't find that guy, then I'd rather bring Bron back for a year than to re-sign Rui and hope that he's
Agreed.
that guy, right?
Agreed. Agreed. 100%. I'm done with Rui.
Yeah,
I'm done with Rui. You've had chances, bro. I'm looking at you
yeah,
in situations where you got to play now, right? You
yeah.
got no excuse not to play.
I know.
You
He
know,
can't.
nobody's out here taking the ball from you. You can get all the shots you want, and he's still that one time. Luka drove to the hole and did what guards do when they get there. They turn and they look for their guy, their outlet
Right.
pass, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Rui was all the way at the damn wing, at the at top of the key.
Yes.
And it's like, I know that I got to make myself a target for the guy that's driving. He might need help. So I'm rolling with him. I know that. And I never even played high school ball.
Right, right.
How does Rui not have
I don't
basketball
know.
instincts?
I know. It's just not who he is. And now he seems to be the only guy on the team that's totally lost around what his role's supposed to be now that he's coming off the bench. It seems like he's like totally lost out there now. At least with the starters, he could sit in the corner and he might get a pass every now and then and they could cover up his mistakes. But now that he's coming off the bench, he looks so lost, like he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing. Everybody else seems to understand their role, and Laravia, those guys coming off the bench playing hard. Aiden's got his role. Bron got, but Rui seems to be the guy that's still confused about what he's supposed to bring to this team,
He's basically waiting for shots. He wants to shoot it,
and that's
uh,
it.
and he wants open shots. He doesn't even want, he will put it on the floor.
Yeah.
He kind of slides across the lane and
Hmm.
waits for a chance to pull up. But nobody better try to, swipe at him. It's over. He's not. He
Yeah.
has no handle at all. So
No,
I can't with him anymore. I've been
no.
a
It's time
Rui
to move
fan.
on.
I loved having him here. The whole
I
Japanese
know.
thing was happening. I think we were trying to get the two Japanese pitchers to talk him into taking a lower salary. But now I don't even want
Okay.
that. I want
No,
all
he's
of
got
that
to go.
money for a baller that's been in the gym his whole life, whatever part of the world he comes from.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah. We have to have that guy. And I hopefully this year we can find that guy and continue to build the chemistry with some of the guys we have. I want Marcus back. I want Aiton back. I want Jackson Hayes back. Give him a little raise because I think he makes $3 million.
I think it's about 3 years.
Yeah, give him a little million, 5 million, 6 million, or something like that. Um,
He stepped up this year. He gave us what we needed this
yes,
year.
yes, and get rid of Maxi Kleber. You
That's a lot
know,
of money. That's about 10, 12 million.
yeah, that's a
That's,
lot.
that's too much money for a third string center.
Way too much. And he
Yeah,
looks like he runs out there like his back hurts, which his back is messed up, but he runs like his back's hurt. But he does some good things here and there, but
he
no, he's
does.
got to go.
Yep. Yep. We saw glimpses, I think
Mhm.
Luca gave him a oop and got so excited for the
Yes.
memories.
Yeah, because I think he did something for Luca, I remember, and then Luca paid him back by giving him an alley oop. But
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have some spots open, but we got to find that guy. It's this third guy is the key piece to us moving on from LeBron and moving on to the new era of Laker basketball?
Bron, on a I love the Lakers and I want to retire here. I'll do whatever contract with the guy that we're looking for. I would be intrigued.
Oh, we'd be I don't think LeBron, although I hear rumors about him wanting to go back to Cleveland and the Warriors ain't winning nothing, so he can forget that. Um,
It's just a bad move for him and
and
at
his
the end of his
family is
career.
here. I just don't see him wanting to go somewhere for a year. He just doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Like, oh, I'm gonna go here for a year, I'm gonna go here for a year. He just seems smarter than that to me. But hey, if they ain't gonna pay him, he may go somewhere else. But we still got to find that guy. Like you said, whether he stays here on a cheap contract, we got to find that guy. And we got to find him this summer. We
Period.
have to. We have
Period.
to. Yes,
I mean,
we have to.
worst case scenario, uh, we trade for somebody's first round pick that has the goods. That's the start as far as I would go in
Hmm.
terms of waiting for somebody to develop. There's kids that come in the league looking pretty good in that body style.
Yeah.
Um, I'd be willing to push somebody uh, to get good in 1 year. If they're a first round
Hmm.
pick, maybe 14th or something like that, and that good. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's as low as I'll go. Other than that, I'm gonna have to take somebody off somebody's team because we're the Lakers,
I know.
and
We got to
that's
find
tough.
somebody. I
That's
know.
tough with Austin and Luka. I could see a wing thinking they're gonna make me do all the dirty work. I'm never gonna touch the ball,
Right. I may get 10 shots a game.
if that.
I know. Because Luca's
So
going to take 25. Austin's taking 20. So you ain't getting that many shots, you
so the
know.
guy we really want, is what was his name? Trey Murphy gonna come here
But
and be
man,
and
Trey likes 20 shots a game too.
that's what I'm saying. Is he gonna play the role Bron is playing now? No, he's
No,
not.
no,
He's
he's
not
a
gonna.
youngster. To me, he's in replace of Austin Reeves. If we're gonna bring him in, you get rid of Austin. I
That's a
can't have
that's a
both of them.
that makes sense.
Yeah, but they're not getting rid of Austin. I heard they trying to offer him 5 years, no, 4 years, 5 years, 240, something like that. That's the max they can offer. And I'm like, oh, that's over 40 million a year.
He's
I
not
just
gonna.
think that's too much.
He's gonna get that somewhere else.
I know. So I guess we have to pay him. But I rather, if you ask me for a player, I take Trey Murphy over Austin.
Me too. Anybody would.
Trey's hurt a lot, but still, I would take Trey over Austin. But would Trey and Luca work? I think so.
Skill wise, yeah, but you never know until you get those personalities together. Luca's a
Yeah.
volatile dude. He is
Yeah,
he is not a simple personality.
he's Kobe. He's
yes.
Kobe, and he's just super. He's gonna take those shots. He's gonna do some bad stuff. You're gonna be wanting to strangle him for a second. Then he's gonna turn around and do something good. That's just who he is, and I love that about him. But who can play next to him? That's the key. And Austin and him seem have developed a relationship. Um, but I don't know if someone else would come in. Him and Kyrie did well, but Kyrie's kind of on the end of his career. He's had his fame, so to speak. So he was okay taking kind of the second seat. Somebody young like Trey Murphy, would he really want to do that? I don't know. And that's key.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if we tried to get him and tried to keep Austin, that literally wouldn't work. Now
Mm-hmm.
Austin is a $40 million guy that gets 10 shots a game
Mm-hmm.
because you
That
certainly
wouldn't
are
work.
going to up the usage of Trey.
Yeah, that's not going to
So
work. You
so
need a person like LeBron. You need a 28, 29-year-old LeBron.
I'm thinking uh the Pacers and
Mm.
OKC have
Mm.
and the Pacers, OKC, and Detroit between them
Right. Yeah.
have about 8 players, and I take any
Hmm.
one of them.
I know it.
I take uh maybe not Reed. We don't. I ain't gonna say it, but there's There's a guy that stays low that jumps on his threes in Indiana.
Indiana. Not Nimhard, right?
No, the
The
other
other one.
defender
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
makes clutch threes and
Hmm.
jumps.
I can see his face. I can't think of his name right
Yeah,
now. Yes, he was
yeah.
key in their run. And
But
they're not trying to give up a lot because they got Halliburton coming back
Halliburton
next
and they
year.
and they and they
Got Zeke
brilliantly lost a guy that's on the tail end of his career. What's his name? Miles Turner.
Turner. Hmm.
Replaced him with Zuby, who's in his prime.
Right.
And Miles Turner went out there to Milwaukee and didn't do nothing.
Mm-mm. That team is a disaster. Doc Rivers screwed up another team. Sorry.
I've never been a Doc Rivers fan.
No,
Even
never.
when he was a player in Atlanta and I was
Mm-mm.
living there watching the Hawks, I didn't like him.
I didn't like him. No, he screwed up another team.
Yep.
He screwed up Philadelphia, screwing up, he screwed up the Clippers. Yeah, he needs to just give it up. But anyway, they keep saying he's a good coach. I don't see it. But
He's
yeah,
a
there's
player
players.
coach. He's a
There
good coach
has to
because
be
the players
players
say he's a
out
good coach.
there.
Huh?
There has to be players. These guys, I want to go and see if I can go on Google and find out all of the 2026, 27 free agents.
Yeah.
See if I see any names on there that these guys that we're talking about. Are they
Yep.
free agents? Are they locked up or do we make a trade? Do we sign Rui, sign and trade him? But does anybody want Rui? Probably couldn't get anything back from him, right?
If that was the move, it would have happened. So
Yeah,
you
true.
certainly don't sign him hoping that you can trade him.
Yeah,
But
you have to have a sign and trade already together.
if someone mentions sign and trade as the way for them to get him because they're trying to get rid of some salary or something like that, I'd be open to it.
Yeah. But yeah, you said that would have happened during the year if there was a player that a team that wanted to sign and trade and get Rui.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen then, so it's probably nobody at 20 million or 22 million, whatever he makes now. We're gonna have to just let him walk.
Yep. We're gonna let him walk. We're gonna let a lot of players walk.
Yeah, and it's fine
It's
because they're
fine.
trying to retool around the two. I mean, that's going to be our backcourt, our little white backcourt. I would never say that with the Lakers. That was back in the Jerry West, Gail Goodrich days, right?
That's I wasn't gonna say it, but that's why I didn't think we should get is it who's the white dude in Indiana? Funny looking dude.
The little
Curly hair.
short guy.
No, the big dude. He had a couple
Um,
threes on us.
I gotta think about it.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I was gonna mention him and I said, no, we don't need another white dude.
yeah, we got too many because we're gonna probably re-sign Luke Kennard, right?
You got, I mean, come on, man,
Yeah,
50%. I don't know why
you
he
have
bounces
to.
around so much. I don't understand what problem coaches have with him. I know Lou didn't like him. Tyronn Lue did not like that dude. They seem to
Mm-mm.
get along now, but
Yeah.
I remember when he was on that team that Tyronn Lue was kind of disrespectful to him, it seemed to me. And I kept wondering, why is this dude not sticking anywhere? He can't play defense, but damn, he shoots 50%.
And he's a little playmaker too that I didn't realize. He's
Yeah,
just
but
not
he's
a
making plays to get the
standstill.
ball to Vando. That's not going to work on this Laker team.
Yeah, but he does, he can not just stand out there. He's a move around shooter, which I
Yeah,
really like. He
and
repositions himself around, knows where to get the openings at.
move
So
smartly.
he's smart. But he makes too much. I heard he makes 10 or 11 million.
Ah,
Yeah, because we got him for Gabe. Remember, Gabe
yeah,
was
that's
making
right. That was a
11.
straight up trade.
We can't pay him that much.
Nah, bro, you're gonna have to take a cut.
Yeah, that's too
You got to
much.
take a cut. You know that you're relevant now. You ain't never been on TV this much. Your
Right.
girl is talking about basketball when you get home. She never even paid attention to the game. So take this pay cut, bro, and come on, join these champs.
Yeah, give him a 2, 3 year deal, but you're
Yeah,
gonna take a pay cut, but because you're a specialist, so to speak,
yeah.
and you're great. You work great with Luke and them. We're good, and then we have Laravia, so he's gonna be here. So that's four white boys right there. So we need some athleticism up in this piece.
We do
We do.
immediately.
Yes, we do.
And
So
Thiru or do
Yuru,
he's not
yes.
that dude. Okay, you can't get injured after going in for 2 minutes at the end of the season, bro.
I know. What is
What is wrong with your
wrong?
body? What is
Well,
wrong with your
he was
stretch?
injured coming.
I
Remember, he was
know,
injured coming.
I know, but that cost us the whole year waiting for him.
Yeah,
And
true.
now we're supposed to get the reward, and he can't stay on the court.
No.
There's a clock that's ticking on young players, and his time is up.
I give
He
him
might be
another
great
year.
somewhere else, but we got no more time to wait for this dude.
I give him another year. He's cheap.
Yeah, I guess he's $1 million player.
Yeah, he's a cheap guy. Because he was the second round pick. So yeah, he ain't making no money. We got to get some yeah, like you said, we got to get somebody at the three. Rui's athletic. We're gonna lose him. And if Bron goes, we're losing, even though he's 41, he's still got some athleticism. And then we're
Best
gonna be
athlete
with
on the
Luka.
team.
Yeah. Luka and AR. And AR is athletic for a white kid guy, but he's not athletic in the way these players in the league are. So we got to get some athleticism on this team if that's where we're going to go with that backcourt.
Rob has never, ever found an athlete. And before him, none of the Laker brass have ever found an athlete. I told you this. We tried one time. His name was
Ooh.
Samaki Walker, and it was a
Oh
disaster.
gosh, it was a disaster.
Other than that, we always go for smart players.
I used to see Samaki all the time because his daughter played um, travel ball, and my goddaughter played travel ball. So I used to see him at the tournaments all the time.
Think back on outside of the two best athletes in the league, Shaq and Kobe. Rick Fox was not an athlete. He was a
Robert
stand guy.
Ory,
Robert Horry was kickstand. Uh,
right,
uh, Ron Harper was an athlete back in the day, but when he was with the Lakers, he
way
never
back,
jumped. He
right,
couldn't. His knees were done.
done.
We have not had athletes.
Mm-mm. Did you hear Fisher just got put on the coaching staff,
Which coaching staff?
Laker coaching staff?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I just
So that
saw
means
that
he
the
wants
other
to get
day.
back into coaching. I'm glad to hear that. I think
Because he does high school coaching. He coaches at Crespi High School.
oh,
He's
okay.
the head coach there. Yeah. So I was surprised. He's been in the booth with the post and
He's
pregame
doing
and post
good.
game. But yeah, I saw it the other day that they added him on as coaching. So I said, that's good. He's kind of a coaching guy. Like, even though the New York thing was a disaster. Remember when he retired and went with Phil Jackson in New York trying to run the triangle? That was a disaster. But I think he's kind of like coaching material.
He certainly commands respect. He's got a good
Hmm.
presence. So
Yeah. And he's that guy that wasn't really athletic, was, from a small school and, kind of made it big, so to speak. So I think
yeah,
having
that
him will be good.
you love having those kinds of guys on the bench. It's a lot better than having Michael Jordan sit there and wonder why
Yeah.
these idiots can't get it.
Right. Right. Like, what is wrong with him? Right. I remember they used to say, Kobe, how come you don't want to come? How come you don't come to the games? And he started coming when LeBron them came and Anthony Davis. And he was starting to come back to games, right, with his daughter. And they were like, how come you haven't come early? He goes, I wasn't coming to see that mess when we had all those young guys and stuff. He goes, I got other things to do. I am not coming to a basketball game to see that. Now, this team, I'll come and see. He said, but that, he goes, I got better things to do than do that. That
That's
was so funny because he's that kind of guy. Like, what is this mess? I'm not wasting my time coming here to see this crap. So he would be on the bench saying the same thing, and so would Michael Jordan. Yeah, like what are they doing?
so dang it.
But I like this team. I'm liking what we're doing. I don't know how far we can go in the playoffs, but I like this team. That road trip showed me everything I needed to know. Oh, shoot. Oh, show me everything I needed to know about this team being together and be willing to do whatever it takes to win. And so I'm just going to be relaxed and watch the playoffs and kind of see what happens.
We still can't beat OKC. Um,
No, but if we got to the Western Conference Finals, I'd be fine.
that looks like our destiny this year, unless we get unlucky in the seeding.
The
Because
only team
you used to worry about Denver. We don't have to worry about Denver anymore.
I don't know though. That's team that's still scary to me for us.
Yeah, they were. Murray had an off night against.
Yes, yes.
And was the big dude resting that day?
No, he was playing.
He was playing. Not Jokic, but the power forward
Oh no, Aaron Gordon, he killed us again.
killed us again.
20 something point, like 27 or something crazy.
Oh,
It's
man,
just
if they were
that
full strength, we beat the hell out of them.
yeah, that matchup. is a problem for us, I think. And then the guys they have coming off the bench, like, Hardaway. I mean, I just think in a series, I just don't. That's the only team that bug. Houston doesn't bug me. Minnesota doesn't bug me anymore. It's Denver still.
Hardaway is a tremendous upgrade over Westbrook.
Yes. And
Tremendous.
who's the other? And they got Bruce Brown back.
Yeah, yeah. And he's
And then they
playing
had
like Bruce Brown used to play.
yeah, and then there's another guy they have coming off the bench. I go, where did they get all these guys from? But we can't do anything with Gordon for whatever reason. We
Back
cannot do anything with
back
him.
door all night long.
It's just sickening. Murray, we really usually can't do anything with. He just had an off night.
Yep.
And then Jokic is going to be Jokic. We got Luka now. I think they can cancel out Jokic's production.
And we
But
got Aiton who plays him well.
yeah,
When I looked at Aiton getting that block at the end of the game,
yes,
I've never
yes.
seen AD make a game-changing play in the end of
No,
the game like what Aiton did. When AD was up against the Joker, he was humble.
he
He
was.
just tried to get through the night.
Oh, that was
And
so
Aiton was
sickening.
out there balling.
Yeah, Denver is the only team. Well, OKC and Denver are the two teams. Well, I'm not worried about OKC. We got to the Western Conference Finals, gave OKC all they could handle, and we lost. I'll be good. But Denver's the team that they just have so many players, and I think on a given night we can beat them. But when you're looking at a series, I just don't think we always have enough if our big three aren't like getting us 80, 90 points.
Amazing. I think you might be right, but I'd rather play them if I had to
And who?
get through them to get to the Western Conference Finals than San Antonio.
Yes, I agree. Oh yeah, I'd rather play any of those three before San Antonio and OKC. San Antonio just got a bunch of players, just
They
a
got
bunch.
100 athletes.
Yes,
They
it's
got
like
dudes that you
what?
don't even see that jump out the gym.
Yes. I was
Yeah.
like, who are these? And they got rid of the one guy. Remember they waived him?
Sochan, but he couldn't
Yeah.
shoot.
And he was like the Dennis Rodman,
Yep.
before Wimby
Weirdo.
came and all that. But
Yep.
they just got players go like just like OKC has players coming off the bench that you don't even know who they are. They're all athletic.
Uh, what's his name? Mark, our owner, Mark
Walters.
Walters. Go raid
Club.
their scouting staff.
Yeah.
How do they have all these players?
I guess they draft them. They got 100 draft picks.
Yeah, that was it. They
A
made
couple
some
of years
crazy
ago, they had
trades.
16.
Yeah.
Now they probably got 13.
All right. I don't want to get cut off. We got a minute left.
Okay.
So, Laker
Homestand.
fans, this is the Purple Bloods Lakers podcast by Laker fans for Laker fans, featuring the awesome Donna, who's always right, and me. Um, what we got next? It's not tonight.
Brooklyn.
It's tomorrow,
Friday. Yeah, we
Friday
got to
night
play
against Portland.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, you got to beat the hell out of them so we can just keep. If we
Keep
beat the
it.
hell out of Portland, I think we stop worrying about the loss column.
Yeah, we got to stay in the third spot, though.
We got. That's what I'm saying. If we beat Portland, I think. I
I
think.
think we played Brooklyn.
Oh, I thought you said it was Portland.
No, Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, we'll beat Brooklyn. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
got nothing.
we just got to keep, we only got 9 games left in the season.
Yeah.
So we need to win about 5 of them so we can rest some people at the end. We need to be in that situation. Now we got OKC on this homestand too. I saw that we got Miami,
We got 2 games left
OKC.
with OKC.
Yeah, so at home we need to beat them
Yeah.
for our own psyche. All
Okay.
right.
Take it easy, Donna.
All right. Bye-bye.